crows can't talk.
I've got you now, Venser. You've nowhere to run to.
Well,
Can't you think of any other way out of it?
well,
Why would...
maybe
Carry on. Only...
we had to. Well,
So, you do.
so
Not a...
No. And in the end... You won't... All right. I'll get you.
I didn't want to nick the car, honest.
I had to kill him, unfortunately. He refused to surrender.
Don't feel bad about it, lad. He'd have swung anyway. At least you gave him a quick end.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks for nothing. Here's something for you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me, you deserved it. And now, let's get that accursed cart back to Sameen. Want a ride? We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to Tarkov. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible about what happened with these hands.
A ride would be great. My legs are sore.
Wait until you're my age. Well, let's get going.
I didn't do nothing wrong, I swear. It's all Vence's fault. It was him who said we'll sell the car to Gills.
Shut up. Franzi.
You both told me you'll bring me the cart, and then you try to fuck me over.
We didn't. Well, Venser did. I didn't know what was going to happen. Where are you taking us?
To Sameen, where his lordship will hear you out and decide what to do with you.
I hope you realize you can't execute me just like that.
That depends. By rights, I should send a plea to the royal court to ask if we can behead you. But in these shitty times, nobody will give a toss. And parchment's expensive. So as far as I'm concerned, I'd happily take the risk and cut your head off without permission.
I can see how much you respect the rule of law here.
You're quite the joker. Invoking the law, are you?
And what will happen to me?
If you really are innocent, nothing will happen to you.
I am. It was Venser who walked me into it. I swear on my soul.
Is that supposed to soften my heart? Ha! Every good-for-nothing I've dragged to the gallows swore on his ma. Nobody with any decency would risk his mother's immortal soul, even if he was pure as the driven snow. But this arsehole don't think twice about damning her. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
The captain's right. Only the lowest of the low swears on his mother.
Ain't it grand you're here to make that clear for us? Now shut it, the two of you. I don't want you poisoning the air with the shit you spout.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it? Has the water sprite been up to his mischief again?
You could say that. They found a dead body stuck in the wheel on Sunday. You're kidding. Who was it? Some vagabond.
That's nice.
Greetings to you.
Greetings.
Greetings to you too.
That's a fine maypole.
God bless.
So, job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Semin's courtyard.
Whew. That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh. They did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realized they were a bit too keen on work. And how did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to Semin, and they were wondering there too where the wagon got to. So we rode out to look for it. Me, Lord Semin, and his captain, Gnarly.
Well, God's nails. And the three of you tracked them down. The whole band.
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia, along with the cart and the goods.
Indeed. Where else? The bastards. And what about my hands?
Venser didn't survive the skirmish in Gules' camp. And Franzi, they took him to Semin. He might have been innocent in the whole thing.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. They were only here a while, but that pair was as thick as, well, thieves. And that Franzi could talk his way out from under the executioner's axe.
We'll see. Either way, it's Lord Semin's concern now.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up. I'd be in a right mess if it didn't.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semin's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter, when you were in Truskovitz. What do you think of her?
I haven't seen Agnes. Is she pretty?
Pretty doesn't do her justice. She's a beauty. But she's got such a sharp tongue on her that I don't envy older at all. And how about you, lad? Have you got some lass waiting in Sasau?
No, Master Blacksmith. There's no one waiting to drag me to the altar in irons.
Good for you, lad. Have your fun while you can. No need to hurry. A wedding's a serious business. You're not just getting a bride, but a whole family. So you have to show them you're a man who's worth it. All the more so when you're noble-born. Old Semin wants a special sword forged for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for? Should we get to work?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel. This has to be a first-class job.
A blade of first-class steel.
That's right. And that's just the problem.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on some welded steel.
Relax, lad. I've got it all figured out, as it happens. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us?
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was fighting heathens years ago in faraway Andalusia, and folks say they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit has a real Toledo blade.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now? You do understand. But there's a catch.
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the Hermit has changed a lot recently. People from far and wide used to go to him for remedies and blessings. But now he won't see no one. I even heard he made a pact with the devil. And there have been other strange goings-on.
With the devil? Why would the hermit make a pact with the devil?
No idea. It might just be old wives' tales.
What strange goings-on?
I heard something in the tavern about some apparition. But that's all I know.
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like someone who goes to a hermit for advice? I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia. But you'll have to ask the Truscovitz womenfolk if you want to know more.
Right. I'll try to find out more about the hermit's sword. But in return, you'll get me invited to Semin's wedding.
If it means so much to you, why not? Come and see Betty from the Truscovitz Tavern. She knows all the gossip. She'll definitely tell you more about the hermit. But Henry, if there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation. God grant you health.
Take a look at this scoundrel, a pervert and a disgusting man in all ways. Gather round, come take a look. This shameless wretch liked to expose himself to women and pleasure himself. He would lie in wait for his poor victims in out-of-the-way places like meadows or by the pond. For he knew full well that his disgraceful behaviour would earn him a punch on the nose. But he was just as afraid of women as he was of men, so he only chose women who were alone as his victims. He
The
may
pillory
not
for the
have
good, the gallows for
physically
the wicked.
assaulted them, but punishment awaits him all the same. He'll be whipped for his lewd acts.
That was all. I heard his coffers were empty. Look at them human. They think they can do whatever they want.
Enough of them
I came to apologise for the fight that me and Lord Capon started. If we caused any damages, I'll take care of them.
Ah, it's all water under the bridge. You've served your penance by carrying them sacks, and I'm sure you won't forget about the stocks anytime soon either, eh? So we're square. If you want to help me out, though, I do know something you could do. A bunch of cumans came to my tavern and, well, coin is coin, but I'm not exactly thrilled about them being here. Could you go over there, serve them, and then get them to leave?
I don't want to have anything to do with humans. They burned down my village.
Jesus Christ! Now I want them gone even more. Lord, what have I done to deserve this?
Take care then.
I need some advice.
You want some advice? Here's some. If you ever fight here again, I'll drag you out by the ear myself. Got that?
showing their goat faces around here.
Someone should teach them how things work in these parts.
My thoughts exactly.
Wait, hang on. That wasn't my fault.
Does it matter? I hope the pillory taught you a lesson. Down to business. I don't have all day for you. So what do you want?
I promised Radovan the blacksmith I'd go and see Ambrose the hermit in Apollonia.
My God, lad, stay away from them rocks. Ambrose the hermit sold his soul to the devil and won't talk to nobody no more.
Yeah, I heard that as well. But it seems a bit far-fetched.
So why would an evil spirit suddenly start appearing near Apollonia? It's the devil's work, believe you me.
And has anyone sent to the castle for the priest?
Not at all. Bailiff Thrush is keeping it quiet so far. 4 strangers came here yesterday. They sat in the corner there, but once they heard about the apparition, they started to take a big interest.
What strangers?
They looked like monks, only they had daggers concealed under their robes. I saw them clearly. I'm telling you, there's something fishy going on around Ambrose.
Really clip those fuckers' wings.
Human swine. You think you own the place, do you?
But I have to speak to him.
Didn't you hear what I said? He doesn't speak to nobody. He hides away in his hut and sends everyone away. I'd think long and hard before doing anything if I was you. Because this reeks of hell.
Enough of them showing their goat faces around here.
Someone should teach them how things work in these parts.
My thoughts.
Farewell, my friend.
Like we should be living in fear for our women in our own village.
Right.
What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
I'd like to buy a horse.
All you have to do is pick the right one, then hand over the groschen. I will take care of the rest.
To be honest, it's my first time buying a horse.
Then make sure to take your time and choose wisely. Your first horse is your first horse, after all. Of course, if you ever wanted to exchange it, there's no problem. I will simply deduct the price of your old horse from the new one. Have you taken a look at our horses? You do know they differ in more than just the color of their coat, right?
I've already had a look at them.
Tell me then, which one do you like?
I changed my mind. Show me your wares.
Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
You look to me a lot like the one Aranka was talking about. The voivod will want to talk to you.
Got to tickle the voivod. Seems like Aranka was telling us.
Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
My name is Henry, and I've heard in the village that you're a renowned strongman, juggler, and moreover, skilled with a weapon. Is that true?
Depends. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone to help me.
What's it about?
Well, it's complicated. But the short version is, a few days ago I barely avoided the gravedigger's shovel. I thought I was done for. That's how badly beaten I was. And now, well, I'm feeling a bit unsure in combat. I need to regain my confidence, if you know what I mean.
Aye, that I can do. If what you say is true, I could really help you out, friend. I've been missing a good fight around here.
What would you like in return?
Oh, please. I'll do it out of sheer kindness. I don't have anything to do right now anyway. You can pay me next time.
We can start right away.
All right. Follow me to the arena.
Should we begin?
Here's a practice longsword, so we don't hurt each other. Let's see what you've got. We'll start with exchanges, and if you do well, we'll try something harder. Going to attack. Commit to it. Don't stop after a single strike. Dish out several. Now I'm going to show you a simple technique that builds on that. You'll attack from the right, then left, then right again. Attacks follow one after the other. And you don't even have to break through your opponent's cover.
So right, left, and then right again.
Exactly. You could also do it the other way around. I'll let you have exactly 3 strikes, so you're not wasting effort just flailing around. Why didn't you follow through? Why didn't you finish? Beautiful. Aye, you've got the hang of it. Let's try something more difficult. I'll teach you a real technique. You start with a slash from above, then from the right, and when your opponent expects another attack from above, you do a quick sidestep and drag your blade horizontally across his belly.
So I'll start from the top, then from the right, and then...
From the left. Remember, top, right, and finally left.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'll let you make 3 strikes just like before. No more. Why didn't you follow through? Don't pause. Again. Why didn't you finish? Come on, keep going. Nice, but that's a different technique. Don't pause. Don't pause. Why didn't you follow through?
I'm sorry, but I'm not up to this.
What's the matter? We're not done yet.
Look, this is pointless. I'm no good, and we're both just wasting time.
Fair enough. Come back once you've got some practice and feel up to it.
I will.
Come on, keep going! Why didn't you finish?
One eternity later.
See? That's the way. Again. Beautiful. That's that, then. You don't even have to use a longsword for this technique. It'll work with any other weapon.
That'll come in handy.
And one more piece of advice. Any attack can start with this or that technique. Look, if I attack from the right, your riposte will come from above. And that's the first step of this technique. Think about it.
What about other techniques?
I'll teach you even more if you want. But it won't be as cheap. And you'll also have to know a thing or two first. If you prove yourself to me, I'll teach you the best technique of all. Meisterhau. Also known as the Master Strike.
How can I prove myself to you so that you'll teach me the Master Strike?
You'll have to defeat me in a sword fight. Because this technique only works for swords.
So all I have to do is challenge you?
That's right.
I'll challenge you to a duel then.
Ha! I've barely taught you anything and you're already getting cocky. But very well. At least I'll demonstrate the difference between us. Now you're in trouble.
true.
Are you all right? You look like someone gave you a thrashing. Oh, it is you, Charges.
What are you talking about?
You are that chavo from my dream, Jalas Mangesuno. You came to me, the Terno Gajo, friend of the Roma with clear eyes, the one who has suffered much. A stranger to take on the task that shall unite our familia once again, or divide us forever.
What? What's a chavo? What am I supposed to do?
Go and see the Voivod, he will tell you more.
Show me your wares.
I hope you'll be satisfied. Take care. Dikas. Sertuke Jalgoro.
How are you doing?
Laches Gajo Mishtes. What can an old woman like me do for you?
I'd like to learn a greeting in your language.
There are all kinds. But if you want to say how are you, then it is Sartukejal. And if you want something a bit less ordinary, it is Kaijazmore. But that is only said by man to man, mind you. We women say Sotavez mrichai.
Aha. And what does that mean?
It is simply asking if the other has enough to eat. This is good manners among us.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I hear you know some magic and tricks. Is that right?
Kotuke Penja. What magic, Gajo? I am just an old woman who knows how to ward off trouble and hold on to happiness. My old mother, may she rest in peace, she knew all kinds of things.
You see, and I thought you were really, well, in short, a witch.
Not at all. Fortune-telling and spells are far cry from black magic. Black magic is a path every honest manush avoids like a plague. My power comes from God, and I use it to serve only Him and good folks.
I'll be right there.
Christ, you look awful. Do you need any help?
Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
I challenge you to a duel.
This won't do. I'll chop you to bits at this rate. Put some armor on.
I challenge you to a duel.
This won't do. I'll chop you to bits at this rate. Put some armor on. God be with you, my friend.